Hi everyone. This is Scindia Balasingh, host of MOV Leaders podcast, where we are celebrating women leaders. Before jumping into the episode 3, I would like to remind you all about a famous historic Tamil women leader. She is the first queen who rebelled against Britishers way back in 1780s. She was the only daughter and she was a great scholar. She was well versed in the martial arts. Her name is Velu Nachiyar. She was from the down south of Tamil Nadu, where she is the first queen who rebelled against British on the tax regime. Post her marriage, along with her husband, they did lot of movement against Britishers. Unfortunately, under a conspired situation, her husband got killed by the captain of British. That time, she took a pledge that she will come back, take avenge, and she will also ensure that she gets her territory back. The path she took was rough and hard, and she gathered all the inspiring women out there and she created a guerrilla squad. She waited for the right time, strike the Britishers, and won the guerrilla war and captured the territory back, also killed the captain who was the cause of her husband's death. The story we are bringing into all of you to remind that how brave women are in the genes right from the ancient times. Today, also, all the women out there who are fighting all their professional and personal battles are also queen. Today, we are going to meet such a brave leader like Velu Nachiyar, who's been already called as Veeramangai. That means the brave women leader. Same way, we are having Nidhi Raj, who is a brave leader I know personally. We have an interesting trivia to share. In our previous tenure, I was heading Reddington and she was heading Tech Data, and we were competitors, but we were great friends and we shared a lot of insights. So when the Women Leaders podcast got launched, I was thinking about her to host definitely in the show. So without any further delay, I'm bringing in you Nidhi Raj into the show, who is the regional marketing manager for Tata Tele Services. And also, she's having 15 plus years of rich experience. She is going to come and share her insights with us. Welcome, Nidhi, to the show. Hi,
Hi,
Nidhi.
Scindia. Hi, everyone.
Thank you,
So,
Nidhi. Thank you for joining us in the show. It was an honor and pleasure to have you on the show, Nidhi. 15 plus years is something, really, really great. That too, you are specialized in B2B marketing. So I wanted to listen from you, your journey, challenges you faced. And as a women leader in, marketing, why marketing? So we wanted to know all this from your side. So let us know your journey from your side.
sure. So, first of all, thanks, Scindia. And thanks to the MOV team for inviting me here on this platform. Let me first, give the compliment back to you, Scindia. As Scindia mentioned, Scindia and I know each other for a few years now. And I have referred to Scindia always as an extremely outward personality and a go getter. And have always appreciated her passion towards professional growth. So thank you, Scindia, and it's a pleasure being here.
Thank you,
So
Nidhi.
yeah, uh, so here I think there are such great women and out there who have done amazingly well and created an impact in the society and business. I'm actually genuinely honored to be associated with the Leaders podcast that is launched to celebrate women leadership and learn from each other's experiences and help uplift each other. So thanks for inviting me again. Uh, to introduce myself, I am currently part of a regional marketing team at Tata Tele Business Services, and I have led B2B marketing for multiple global technology companies for India and Asia Pacific. It's been a long journey, and which flinches back then, when I started my career as a creative designer with an advertising agency. And I guess very early in my career, I realized that this is not really what I want to do or would prefer doing for the rest of my life. And evaluating the growth chart of the profession back then, uh, there was so much more I wanted to learn and explore in my, and it was not very well in alignment with my future goals and vision. So I decided to have, pursue further education in business management, and my first professional job in a corporate world was as a marketing executive. So it's that day and today, and there has been no regrets, no looking back. Each day has been into growing and learning a lot of things. So I strongly believe that marketing is the most versatile and dynamic function in an organization, and which gives an exposure and rather lots of opportunities to to learn and build multiple levels of skill, like creativity and problem solving, resilience, agility, and much more. So though my career has been like a roller coaster ride, and finding personal and professional balance, I think working with very large organizations like Oracle, and also a couple of years in a startup, which helped me understand the culture and objective and challenges that are faced by each size of these organizations, and lots that have learned over the way. uh, and my key role throughout the career has been more into brand building, channel marketing, digital marketing, and including relationships with vendors and channel partners, building sales pipelines through demand generation initiatives, and integrated marketing campaigns, all supported, all designed to support incremental business to the region. And I guess I would probably want to do mention here that my organizations have won various awards for innovative channel marketing campaigns during my tenure. So that's how my journey has been over these 15 plus years, and lots of learnings and lots of I would say learning at each step, learning with everybody that I met in the entire journey has probably helped me be where I am today.
That's great. That's awesome journey, Nidhi. I know a lot about you. In fact, you are a proud owner of a lot of awards. One such favorite award of mine is recent award, I guess, Top 100 Bright Marketing Minds. Congratulations for that. And I know a lot of awards you're a proud owner of. Talking about awards, I just wanted to jump in and ask you a question. In your perception, how do you see award plays as a role in recognizing women in workplace? And do you see diversity is there in awards for women leaders in recognition? What is your thought on that?
Uh, okay, I believe the objective of these awards is to celebrate the commitment, the courage, and the confidence of exceptionally that the women have brought in into business, into the professional environment, and it's basically celebrating their success. And I think definitely this provides recognition within the organization as well as to the community outside. So if I talk about marketing, I would put it this way: marketing your own self and reputation management becomes very critical aspect of the position. And
Right.
these recognition programs actually provide higher visibility, and not just the leader who receives the award, but it influences lot many people, a lot many women who actually are aspiring towards their goals, or rather helping them work towards their goals. And when you look at other women achievers, you get motivated, or rather a lot of women, at least I get motivated, seeing women getting recognized and doing great jobs, so in their professional careers. So I think it's a great platform. It is and the awards are being they're growing in number, they are growing in every industry, every field. Those started just with technology awards, but they've grown across as women leader awards. So I think it's a good platform, and it is required to give that push of motivation for every woman in the industry.
That's great. Talking about all these things, Nidhi, always there is a perception. There are not enough women out there to perform sales and marketing jobs. And still, there is a heavy perception in India, especially that women are not fit to be in sales and marketing. I have seen myself, lot of my friends and colleagues telling that you should not hire a girl for a sales job or a girl for a field job or a traveling job. Irrespective of these so many debates that I used to have with them, that it all depends upon their supportive family. If the family is supportive, there are a lot of women are there who are willing to take up this profession, but still they say supply and demand gap and so much of debates are going on. So I just, you being a marketing leader in the industry for the last 15 years, I'm sure you would have gone through a lot of challenges. You would have seen your fellow colleagues going through a lot of challenges. So what are the some top level challenges you see, especially for women in sales and marketing today, maybe?
Okay. So let me start with some numbers. I guess you've also been talking about some numbers, like saying that, say, around not about more than 39% of the total workforce is women,
Correct.
and I would say the numbers are even, or these percentages are even lower when we talk about women in technology and marketing. So,
Correct.
though the fact is that rather academic researchers have actually shown very clearly that more diverse the companies are, the better the performance. And they are able to leverage and harness on collective intelligence, our collective intelligence, and diverse talents to address the increasingly complex organizational challenges. But in
True.
spite of the fact, I think we have a long way to go. We have a lot of work to do. And I would want to, probably mention here. I mean, somebody said this once, that, and I strongly have experienced it, and believe it or not, for a woman, it feels like a duck swimming across the water, and you're trying to pedal very fast just to make small movements. And the moment you're gonna take a break, or you're gonna slow down, staying above water gets even more difficult. And what's even more difficult is actually seeing all other ducks pass by you and move ahead.
Correct.
So what I would definitely want to bring here is that there are two perspectives of the same thing. I mean, two sides of the same equation. The one side is the woman herself and our vision towards our own, our goals and our priorities that we want to choose in life. And on the other side is the organization culture and the leadership to support diversity in the organization. So.
True.
So women need to have a vision, first of all, of their own career. They need to be competitive. They need to be really tough, and very importantly, find ways to make things happen. I mean, uh, from the personal example, just having kids and having to manage their lives, a spouse, a home. I guess, you like it or not, it's a full time job in itself. and
Correct.
and with all the technology advancements, you have to be a student as well all the time, and so you have to work really, really hard to move up. So rather, I would also like to highlight, so you have critics and supporters when you're in your journey, and majority are critics. And it's sad, but you have to answer the critics, you have to ease their fears, and which actually is a grind, or I would say feels like a world on your shoulders at times. So though, I mean, also, rather, I would say that there's a presumption that, women will not be able to withstand pressures, and they will
Correct.
break down. So that makes it even more important, and the necessity to really be very strong, confident, and believe in yourself, that, and be in control, basically, that that you can do it, and you have to be there. And though the organizations are revolutionizing, I mean, they are revolutionizing their work culture, and by promoting policies designed to empower women leaders, women employees. But I guess, yeah, there is work to do. And I would say that I wouldn't be the right person to really speak much about this on the from the top of the pyramid leadership, because uh, as I am in the journey too, and I'm working hard to create an impact and learn from other amazing CMOs and marketing leaders and women in marketing. And when we talk about marketing, I would also like to highlight that in the marketing function itself, there are various industries where the percentages of women are even lower, like the manufacturing industry, wholesale, financial services. I think these industries have not been able to even follow the basic requirement for women in diversity in the organization. And though there are various studies, like there's an HBR report, the Harvard Business Review report, which says very clearly states that in this function of sales and marketing, women outperform this function. And for the only fact that they use skills like connecting, collaborating, and probably shaping solutions for the customers, from the customer's perspective and their requirements. So it's proven time and again that diversity in the organization helps organizations perform better. Now the challenge is, how do we bring this change? And to I don't know, to quote from my real life examples, I would mention that uh, I have led a team, an amazingly performing team of wherein majority of my team members have been women. And I think it was an amazing journey with them. And we were able to bring the marketing function from a support function to a revenue contributor. And there's amazing talent out there, is what I believe. And along with that, there's a lot of intent to grow in the millennial women, in the women who are entering the organizations. And as they move up, they really want to pursue their profession. They want to have a career and grow in the career. So that's good. um, Also, I think citing examples from my peer women that I have worked with, I think they also simultaneously talk about some regrets. uh, with regrets, I mean probably those who leave their jobs and to be with their children. They regret doing that once the children move out. And for some of them who have been in leadership positions and who are in leadership positions, they regret saying that they were probably not always there for their children when they were growing up. So
Correct.
it's a balance. It is what you have to choose, and what are your priorities. And I just want to say one thing here, that, and this is completely personal, and how much ever you do, and how, I mean, you will never be able to achieve everything. So
Everything.
it's okay at times to just slow down the pace and uh, change gears as per the requirement and your priorities. But never lose hope, never give up. And the way you say, just don't drop the ball, keep going.
Correct. Correct.
So,
Very true. As you rightly pointed out, the major challenge is for those who decide to spend some time with family and come back to work. So they like today, are they welcomed in the workplace is a question. So it's a tough choice anybody makes. I made a tough choice by coming back to work on 86th day of my delivery. And somebody would have made a tough choice of being there with the kid for 3 years and come back to work, or 4 years and come back to work. I think in the workplace, how much Angelica was, the previous guest was mentioning, when she came back from maternity leave, she has been demoted from the manager position, looks like, assuming that she will not be able to be a manager because she's having kid to take care. So there are certain perception like that, and women, those who want to come back to work, are having numerous challenges. So what is your view on that, Nidhi? How supportive you think India versus global generally on these kind of situation in your experience? How do you see that?
okay. um, I think women surely are at disadvantage, and while re-entering the corporate workplace, I mean, it is not just my experience, but I've seen across for my peers as well. And but I guess a lot depends on the duration of the break, basically. So the higher the break, the lower the confidence level of the woman to get back to work, and simultaneously, acceptance of the organization to hire them drops drastically. So
Correct.
that really matters. And the way you mentioned, I mean, it's amazing and incredible that you resuming work in a few days' time, because I took a break, and just because of changes in priorities, I want to spend time with my son and see him grow up. So this is very significantly applicable, for marketing function also, wherein the function is very evolving and very innovating, and with technology taking the front seat, I think marketing has come a long way, and from simply being a brand awareness or a creative function to a customer oriented science. So I remember back then, was that was a time when social media marketing was just about launched in India, and uh, that was a new in thing, and the set of skills required for me to get back to work had completely changed. I was devastated. I mean, I really felt I was lost in the corporate world, and I really didn't know whether I will be able to ever go back. And it needs a lot of strength, no doubt, and it needs you need to work towards yourself, prepare yourself as if it is a new beginning altogether. And
You're right.
even this support system, like I have a nuclear family, and in that case, the challenges where the caretakers are not well educated to know exactly how to manage your small pieces of art at home while you go to work. So hence to rely on them completely is a big issue, and this may sound very trivial, but getting your whole self to work is only possible if you have some peace with your responsibilities at home. So I think it also matters on the organization culture. The large organizations have still adopted the culture to some extent, but if I put it generally, it is a challenge, and it is extremely important for to have a supportive boss, to have supportive colleagues, the team members, and also the culture. So if all of these are in alignment, and you have the support system in office where your boss understands, where your team supports you and fills up for you when you have an emergency back home, I think that's very important.
You are absolutely right on your point, Nidhi, and it had a lot of personal connect. And I'm sure you will be inspiring a lot who are taking career break and know that when they come back, they can also become somebody like Nidhi. So the overall thing is you should not lose confidence on yourself. There are in Freshworks, in fact, we have programs like Bring Back Women from Career Break. It's a special program which got launched. I was very moved by that, in fact, and I have seen couple of women colleagues who brought in back to the work, especially in the sales development representative role. It's a very dynamic role, in fact, right? I have seen people who have taken 3 to 5 years break coming back and joining as sales development representatives. So there are
That's
organizations. I really wanted to tell this to inspire other organizations also to do that. In fact, she is performing really, really well because we have that nudge. You have to understand we had a break and we wanted to come back means how much desire and strength we will be having, and how much
true.
more involvement we will put, how much we wanted to have to catch up. So just believe it on us is what we wanted to bring. Thank you, Nidhi, for bringing that inspirational story of yours. I'm sure many women out there will be inspired, and many organizations will also get inspired to hire them back, because without doing that, you're missing great leaders like her. That's what I would submit to the whole world out there. As you rightly said, we both are growing in this workplace, and we are not the one who are making policies or this thing, but we will have a vision. Like one time when we come, these are some things I will take already. Whatever, as you rightly said, whatever I could do in my team, 70% are women team, and most of us are married. and we are balancing the life, and we are one of the top performing team in Freshworks. So I'm experimenting to a smaller level, but when we move up to the position where we can make a vision for women leaders, what would be that, Nidhi, according to you? What would be the ideal workplace for women in your vision?
Okay. So I don't think like we are policy makers, but I would try and attempt
Agreed.
this. An organization culture definitely, as we spoke, is very important to shape a woman leaders. And the way you have rightly quoted, and your team experience and my team experience, I think there is a lot of motivation in women to come back to work. Those who do, and I would say that women should not stop. They should come back, and should pursue their dreams and their goals in life. So uh, so once they are back, I think the organization plays a very important role to first bring them back, and then nurture them and
Right.
support them. And basically, okay, let me break it this way. I believe, though the pace may be slow, but everybody needs to come back to work, and not just large organizations, even the organizations across. So I have seen large enterprises have the diversity and inclusion policies, and women bringing back to coming back to office. Uh, but that isn't applicable for all organizations. I mean, every organization actually needs to define stringent policies, first of all, and
Correct.
to increase leadership and employee commitment to more towards the diversion and diversity and inclusion policies. Like, I would say various leave policies that we have specifically for women, and flexi working hours, and prevention of harassment. So we do see all of this, most of this in the enterprise environment, but it's not across. And when I look at the larger picture, and then, I mean, completely talking about India as a country, and the small and medium enterprises may not even have a policy for diversity and inclusion. So keeping a watch on on that, and getting parity in work, parity in promotions, and how do you change behaviors in the company. And this is a real challenge. Like, you
Correct.
you can do all the trainings of diversity and inclusion, but is that bringing the change in the behavior while at work, while you're sitting in a meeting with female colleagues? Does that learning of diversity and inclusion training does actually apply? Does that bring the change? So I think that's important. And not just making the policies, how to get those policies work for you,
Work.
and how the reinforcement needs to be done time and again. uh, Let me bring another angle to it. Like, I think that it's very it's been very interesting few months for everybody in during pandemic. And from the professional and perspective, when you're working from home, and especially when you're a marketer, and everywhere in the technology industry, uh, it's work from home. Like, most of us have worked from home for more than 10 months now. So people are now digitally collaborating with their external networks. And with this hybrid culture, I think it has given an opportunity to women leaders to be more close to their family, is what I feel. And this hybrid work culture is there to stay, which provides the flexibility and should help in a better work life balance henceforth, is what I'm hoping.
Yeah, I'm absolutely second thing with you, Nidhi. This new normal, I'm sure that people will be allowed to mix a hybrid work from home and office culture will be there, and the balance will be much better. I think the world is experiencing that and adapting to the new normal, and I'm sure this will help a lot of women colleagues out there. So that's what even I think this thing. And one more, as you rightly said, the leave policy. In even in government organizations now, they are bringing in a leave policy like women will have menstruational cycle problem. It's not nature. It's nothing to hide or feel bad about it or what. And every month, a lot of organizations they're allowing you to take 1 or 2 days break during that time. It is completely fine. It's like one of the leave policy. That is something, if I can make it as a rule, I will definitely do it, because it should not, people should not feel. I have seen female colleagues struggling to say I'm not well, and a male manager will ask like, what happened, and they will be struggling to say. I'll always wonder, it's a nature, right? And it happens. It is okay for switch off for 1 or 2 days, and you can still continue. And Freshworks even having one thing I like about Freshworks is, as you rightly said, making policy is different, and getting people adapt to it is very important. And we have rigorous trainings on diversity and how to treat female colleagues, how to avoid gender bias, even subconsciously, and a lot of role plays. This I personally have attended a lot of sessions, and it's inspiring. I think companies are catching up, but it is 10% of the world, and I'm sure that soon, down the line, people will understand the importance of diversity and productivity. A lot of research is going on, as Nidhi said, and I'm sure the place will be better for women. So, Nidhi, yeah, going on.
I agree with you, Scindia. I think even in my previous organization, I think I was a person, a point of contact, or I would say a representative of the diversity and inclusion team representing India. And the kind of initiatives we take while we make sure that the trainings become mandate, and it is not just for women; it is for the entire workforce. It is how a lot of initiatives that keep happening. But the whole challenge that I see personally, the way you mentioned role play, that's a great suggestion
Yeah,
for the organization, because it's actually what happens actually on the floor, and is the training being carried forward in your in and bringing a change to the culture. That's really really important. And I would say organizations are doing are taking some organizations are taking baby steps, and some organizations are actually doing a great job. Like if I can talk about the current organization that I work, if I talk about Tata, I think amazing programs are run for women empowerment, for supporting women, for not just internally, but a lot of initiatives externally are also being done by the entity. And
great.
it's amazing and very inspiring. If if I can talk for us on that. So it's great to have to rather work with an organization who actually believes in women empowerment.
Correct, exactly. So we are lucky to have that environment. I'm sure all the women out there will soon get those environment. This is the first step towards that. Nidhi, any women leader in the industry you follow? I like Leela Srinivasan from Survey Monkey, Kiran Masunda. So anybody, one or two, whom you like and follow?
Okay. uh I if I put the inspirational thing in the discussion, I think I believe everybody you come across or interact in your journey inspires you in some way or the other.
Right.
And be it your seniors, your colleagues, your team members, family, um, your parents. My mom is a very she's a very strong mother, and she's been a professional herself. So I think the inspiration is around you. It's
Yeah.
how you learn from every person you meet. So yeah, but if I have to refer somebody back in the industry, I keep listening to a lot of conversations of women leaders, and my personal favorite would be Indra Noori and Cheryl Sandberg. And the reason being, they basically always talk about giving women an insight to stand for themselves, and never underestimate their abilities. So which listening to them has always inspired me, and is probably at times an antidepressant time that you spend when you listen to these guys, and you just get pepped up again and see that how they are doing a great job, and what can what are your takeaways from their conversations. So that's how these women are. I mean, it's amazing to get inspired with them through them.
Absolutely. Stand up for ourselves is something that all of us need to do. And these women leaders inspire to do that. And you are also one such inspiration, Nidhi. Being a B2B marketer, I'm sure, you will have your own challenges of designing a campaign, or sometimes onboarding the customer to a specific product, or explaining a complex product solutions and so on. I personally believe video is a good tool to bring these use cases to the audience in a right medium. So, what is your view on that, Nidhi? How video as a tool is helping you in your campaigns or explaining your product features, training, whatever it is? Let us learn from you.
Okay. Um I think customers don't just want to read anymore. I mean, or rather, very few customers are actually, want to absorb content through reading, and they want content in an audiovisual format, and they want content in the form of videos, and that's how we have been evolving. We are evolving now, and video popularity has exploded, I would say, in recent years, and with the pandemic, it has now become a critical channel of marketing. And so apart from all the digital communications, I think video is something which is growing at a much faster pace. The video consumption is growing at much faster pace than any other media. And there are piles of stats which and studies which talk about, how the web consumption has increased, and how much people are now embracing video as a channel, as a tool. And I think the only in one sentence, if I have to summarize how it creates an impact, I think it's more interactive. It is not just reading and visualizing and aligning your challenges with the product or the solution that is offered. It is more of having a connect. When you have videos with human elements, you can actually summarize the entire communication in a minute's time, or in a few seconds actually. And that's amazing. Otherwise we would need, say, pages of, or rather sheets of PowerPoint presentations to convince a salesperson, I mean a customer, by a salesperson, or talk about the product and its features, and how it is the best fit for the customer. And video is something which does that job in a few seconds. So I think it's an amazing tool, and it's amazing channel. So I would definitely want to show a couple of videos which I think have done a great job, and are creating an impact. And basically, the objective of what the video was made has been out for the customer, for grab. So if you can show us a video that we just spoke about.
That way, let's.
It's a new era for technology, one that requires a new type of partner, a partner with depth, with knowledge, with perspective. Our global workforce of more than 14,000 unique perspectives offers the expertise necessary to deliver an unrivaled portfolio of end-to-end solutions and services, moving businesses forward and ushering in a new era of technology. At Tech Data, this is our mission: guiding our partners by illuminating opportunities in the IT channel. We're creative and strategic. We have deep expertise and specialized intelligence. We're proactive and bold, steady yet agile, delivering the most comprehensive portfolio of endpoint, specialized, and advanced solutions in the industry. We're solving for the simple and the complex. Each of us understands the profound impact technology has on the way we live, connect, grow, and advance. And together, we enable you to navigate the ever-changing landscape, achieving more, and connecting the world with the power of technology.
So what you just saw, I mean, it's just a show reel of, or a corporate video of the organization I previously worked with, and this video has created an impact across our customers and channel partners. So I think it is a summarization of what we do, what value proposition we want to bring to our customers, and which otherwise requires a whole lot of content which to present to the customers. We use this. So once this was created, we have used this video for all our marketing initiatives, whether be it events or be it any platform which talks to our customers, this is the first thing we showcase. And the only reason for doing this is giving a glimpse of exactly what we do and what we bring to the table in just a minute. So I think
Correct.
it's an amazing platform, and and there are more such videos, and I can talk about which are inspiring and which have a storyline to talk to the customers. So would you mind showing one more?
Yeah, we can. It's a nice video.
Yeah, so I think this video is it's really an inspiration for me. Has been an inspiration for me since this is created, and it see the previous year has been very challenging for a lot of people, and how the companies, how some companies have actually stood ahead and did their job really well, or taken an additional step to make sure, even in spite of the fact that the team are themselves going through challenges, how they have dedicated themselves to work for the organization, help their customers. I think it is amazing to talk about a story of achievement, like the way we have COVID leaders being recognized, and COVID, all those who have taken additional made additional efforts to help their customers and team. I think such kind of videos inspire, and in short also talk about their journey towards their social responsibility as well towards the society. And so that's all. I think as a platform, as a channel, it is there to grow, and that is how the consumption is going to be. I mean, at least figures till 2025 do talk about it till something new comes in the digital marketing world.
Correct. Very true, Nidhi. Since you're talking about we are talking about B2B marketing. One final question on that. What is the one thing you think B2B marketers today are missing to concentrate, but which is very important according to you?
Um, I really don't think that there's really something that they're missing on, because as a function, and with the involvement of technology into marketing, each day there is something that we are learning. And rather, previously we were the whole marketing function was just working from the brand perspective, was just talking about their products and solutions, and now the whole perspective has changed, and technology has got that change in the perspective where we think about the customer first. And I really don't know whether that is missing, but I would definitely say that the marketers are trying and evolving, and looking at the customer's challenges first, and then position their solutions which is in alignment to the challenges. And and that's really working. There are a lot of tools and applications that are available to actually help you capture customers intent, customers challenges, and then position the right set of product and solutions which are where the customers are really are looking for, and they do not have to walk an extra mile to get the solution, so to the challenges. So I think the role of marketing has evolved, specifically post pandemic, during pandemic, and there is a lot of I think there is a lot in their hands that they can do. There is a lot that they can do in terms of bridging the gap between the sales and the customer, and because they have all the intelligence and analytics to understand what the customer needs, and so that's how it is evolving. So yeah.
That's a great insight, Nidhi. Thank you for all the insights. So before winding up the show, a couple of light-hearted questions. Okay, imagine you get a superpower which you wanted to use to make life easier for women in the workplace. So what would be the superpower you will wish for?
Okay, that's difficult. um
Anything. It
I
can be
really
silly.
don't know. Yeah, sorry.
It can be silly. Anything it can be.
No, I think I really don't know. I think organizations are developing programs for women leadership. I think I would just wanna try and increase the pace at which they are trying to bring in this change. I think that's important because it's all there in
Come
the
fast
books.
forward.
And yes, it's the all proven that how diversity is helping. So how do we then bring that change in the organization at a very fast pace so that there are more women at the
Very
leadership level, they're more empowered. I think that's the only thing that is now
very
we all
important.
working towards. Yeah.
Very important. So the one thing, if you want to go back, you get a chance to go back and change any of your act or a decision professionally which you have taken already. It can be a good or it can be a difficult situation which you think that I could have done different. If get a chance, I will go and change. What would be that?
Uh, I really don't think that I want to change anything because if you ask me, I have been extremely, I mean, the life has been extremely kind on me, and I do not have regrets. The only thing I could talk about is I had to slow down my pace a little bit, where I had to focus. And again, that was a priority. That was a priority, and that was what I wanted to do then. That focus more on, seeing my child grow and slow down on the professional career, professional front. And I think I wouldn't want to change that, and that's what I decided upon. And there are no regrets because I have seen my son grow, manage my family well, and slow down my career and come back again, with the focus. So I really don't think there's anything I want to change, because I'm pretty glad the way I have managed things, and I have achieved what I wanted to when I wanted to. So I wouldn't say that it is planned, and I've planned it my way, so it's okay.
That's a great thing, right? You should not regret, and you really don't want to change what happened. Whatever comes, you need to embrace. Maybe that is why we are becoming even more stronger. That's a very good thing, Nidhi. So, on a lighter, this thing, one day of free time you get, you don't need to do anything. What will you do? You don't have any professional work. You don't have any stress. You don't have to do things to match. That one invisible day for you, you can do whatever you wanted to do. What will you do?
Has that ever been possible? I wonder.
That's what. No, it's a hypothetical question. Everything is hypothetical. No.
So yeah, I mean, I do take breaks. I'm an avid traveler, so and a backpacker. So I think probably two things I would would wish to do in a day where I have just no responsibilities and I'm off for work. Either I would just pick up my backpack and go for some trekking, or probably I'm a biker as well, so I would just pick up my bike and go for a long ride. I think those are the days when we just want to feel fresh air and just take a break and you compose yourself, come back to work the next day again. So yeah, that's what I would
Nice,
do.
nice pastime to do, right? Maybe next time I will not ride bike. I can come with you. That is something I can do. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you, Nidhi. We are coming to the end of the show. Thanks a lot. I know it is last quarter for you and how busy you were. But when we told about this initiative, you didn't had second thoughts. You immediately agreed to come and share your inspirational story, thoughts, insights, and many more with us. Thank you once again. Before winding up, how much you enjoyed being in Leaders Show? I just wanted to take your feedback.
Okay, so I think this was absolutely amazing, Scindia, and I'm extremely proud and extremely glad to be a part of the Leader series, because uh, it I truly believe in what you're doing, and it's a great initiative towards celebrating women leaders and learning from each other's experiences. And I'm sure this platform is going to be one of its kind, and to inspire women. So I think I'm looking forward to rather listening to some great achievers, and looking forward to more episodes from you, to invite more senior leaders in from the industry, so that we learn from their experiences as well. And yeah, I think it's gone a long way. And once again, thank you for having me on the show. It's
Thank
been a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Nidhi. So, this is Scindia Balasingh before meeting you with episode 3 with another inspiring guest. See you soon. Signing off.